Hey everybody, welcome back to Into the Veil. I'm your host Rachel, and while we tried to do this on our last day walk with Arkansas Bigfoot, it started pouring down rain, so we did have to wait a little bit to finish communicating with our big forest friends. But I've asked if Anku would step up again for us, and he's confirming that he is here. Thank you, Anku. So for those of you that may not be aware, that might be new, Anku is a part of the family that we have been working with here right at a year. He has been diligent ever since we started mind speaking with him. And I do say we, he communicates with Ken also. My energy is a little more in channeling. We used to, when we started, we were calling him Big Daddy. And when he started mind speaking with us, then it became apparent that he was also a tribal elder. He is a teacher. And he does stay very busy with the collective of Sasquatch. He would like to bring someone forward with my permission. He tells me family and friend. And that I can trust this energy, because I think he knows how particular I am about the energies I work with. He said this will be the beginning of a few. Some might be from the elemental realm, and some might be other Sasquatch. But he understands that many of these would like to, he says, present their case, but more importantly, to give us an idea about their roles and more about their personalities and what they would do to assist us. So this one that he would like to introduce me to, he said, some of you know him by the name Zorth. And he's confirming that that's correct. He is from the West Coast. More importantly, Washington. He has a level of, I guess you would say, authority in his role, in his position. I don't know if they consider it so much over or under another, but in his job, in his duties, it would be considered authority with Anku, or at least Anku treats him with that respect. Theirs is a relationship built on respect, Anku says. Zorth is asking me if I would speak to him as a sign of his own respect. His energy is exceptional. It's very large, very grounded. And it feels as if he has a bit of age on Anku. And perhaps part of his seniority is based on this. They're confirming yes. So Zorth is explaining that he would like to visit. He's heard much from Anku about this project, about this communication, about our relationship. And part of his visit has been to observe some of this as well as participate. But it also feels as if he and Anku are currently working together through this region. And he gives me the 33rd and the 36th parallel north. So it feels like a band of land that they are assessing. I see Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Southern Illinois and Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, all the way to North Carolina, specifically the Smoky Mountains. And it feels as though the assessment is, it is about resources, food, water, weather, a little less. It's like weather seems to be the last of those. But more importantly, in the energy of the place, he gives me mineralization. This area is especially intriguing because of the natural. He's showing me gemstones, crystals, amethysts. And even where the diamonds are known to be. So it looks like he's not telling me exact numbers as to how many are being moved or given new homes. But there are many. And it feels as if there's a... Zorth is saying if you are interested in perhaps connecting with them, there can be... It feels as though there can be a request made. And in that request, I kind of feel like there would be an assessment, a measure of your energy, your path, your intention. And if there's a way to align that properly so that there's a match, because I feel very much like it has to match energy for energy. Teacher and student need to align. And then there's the possibility that they would choose you for the experience. these that they're moving, he says, are hoping to gain some of those experiences. And they have very open hearts. But also, because of their heart space, I feel like Anku, Zorth, and I'm feeling another involved, although I'm not aware of that individual. But they are, they're being very kind of specific about where these are placed. Some of these are very high vibrational beings. Ankus, he's kind of making me laugh because he said, don't worry right now, the house is full. In other words, right now, we probably won't have more added here. But he said, I think 15 is plenty for the moment for you to work with. And that's not taking into account all of the other forest beings around here. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Zorth? Okay. Oh, wait. I thought I felt a weight. He's just saying thank you for giving him the opportunity to greet you and to tell you what he has to say. He would like to communicate on occasion, but he doesn't intend on replacing or trying to replace Anku. So, any questions for Anku?
Like
or Zorth? I mean, either one. They're not far.
Sounds like there's quite a big agenda going on with them trying to help relocate some of these. Sure, it's all an energetic thing, like he said. They'll find the most suitable areas
And if your heart's open, I feel like it's not really adopting them, but I feel like it's got that same energy of integration. He says integration of family, integration of species, of people. And really right now, Zorth is saying right now, is this Zorth? Okay. I've got Anku on my left and I feel Zorth on my right. Zorth is saying right now they're making the adjustment. There's been a huge shift for them as well. It isn't just our people that are going through a shift. Their people also are in somewhat of a process of evolution. Okay. It's an evolutionary process to help create this unification. They understand that it's both, always both. It's not just to us, it's also them. And that some of these are just trying to expand themselves, expand their knowledge, their experience. Some are trying to upgrade into becoming teachers, leaders for future generations. So it feels, now I feel Anku stepping up again. Anku is telling me this experiment, these words are so dry but accurate, this experiment has been a huge success to them, in that they understand that man can handle their energy, handle their truth, and truly do, desire to know them as people, as personalities, not just the physical being that they are. Still, there's some hesitation because of their appearances, but they would very much like to get us to where we can find those internal qualities to be beautiful, to be whole, loving, and helpful. That they can be the healers and teachers they are. And friends, he says friends and family. And then hopefully that by the time we might physically see them, we won't care. Anything else, Anku? Okay. All right, so for the moment, unless there's any other thought?
My thought on all of this, on a broader picture, we're transitioning into this 5G world.
Yes.
Everything is becoming instantaneous. We are seeing things in new levels and new dimensions that we haven't experienced before, which is in the areas that they reside in primarily.
Excuse me.
So this interaction, the integration, is a necessary thing to coexist.
Anku is confirming, and Zorth, I feel them both right now, confirming that 5G and 5D are very parallel. One is almost equatable to another, and that the information we're receiving right now on a global level, light is information. 5G has almost doubled it again. What used to take us a year in what they're calling download or release of information, growth, in what used to take a year is happening in a number of months now. And it's escalating so quickly that not only us, but it feels like they also are really trying to keep up with mankind because we're growing so quickly. Our DNA is firing quickly. There are still a few, of course. Anku says there are still a few, of course, that aren't there. Not our worry. Our worry is where we are. He gives me the word paradigm. Parameters. He's saying, very important, that we have boundaries, and not to our light, but to our own code, our own honor, our own integrity, that the light can be as expansive as we need it to be, but it's essential that we honor ourselves. He does say band together. In other words, if you find another light bearer, cherish them. Come together with the mind of light. Come together with that growth in mind. You know, it's a very open and free feeling in that energy and the recognition of each other as being those beings. Anything else, guys? Vibrations. Anku is talking about vibrations again. That you will have to set aside some of the environments. He said at some point for each of you it's different. But certain things will not be tolerable. To know that there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that you've outgrown the vibration of your place, your space. Rods are just, I'm feeling surrounded. Any other thoughts, guys? We're good? Okay. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. As always, my seeming mantra, if you have questions or comments, I will have my email in the About section of my channel, and I will also have it under the description of the video. If you'd like, you know, if you're working through your own ascension process or certain challenges, you're not quite sure where you're at with it, feel free to reach out to me. We can set up a session and go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. Likewise, if you'd like to visit the Arkansas Bigfoot side of our collaboration, our partnership, my partner in crime, Ken's built up a great channel over there, and we also have a fantastic drawing going on for the end of October, hopefully when we reach 5,000 subs. A lot of good stuff in it. So if you'd be willing to check that out. It also gives more physical evidence of what we experience with these beautiful people. Other than that, like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you.